have you ever thought about the education problem of children in the future?
Of course, every time I see parents spoiling their children, I feel worried about the education of my children in the future. Are children today getting the necessary training to uphold the values of our culture?
I think the most important thing we can do is helping children develop their abilities that can contribute to China's future. I think for most people, to bring up a child can be difficult because it means that they need to take the responsibilities and be patient to their child's education.
Well, that's true. Like parents should pay more attention not only on their children's grade at school, that they should care more about the index of performance from very comprehensive standpoint.
Have you ever heard about other people's children? They are the representative of well-behaved children with high grades. In countryside in China, parents usually have little knowledge of giving guidance to children on learning, making the children learn by themselves with good performance or comparatively poor one. In cities area in China, although with good learning materials and conditions, most parents want their children become the best ones, making the children there feel more stressed.
We have different attitudes towards grades in our society, but if you want to make contributions in some field, you still need to work hard and pay more efforts.
But I think that there's an old saying, Rome is not built in one day. To be successful, we must learn to be perseverant. That is, focusing on one thing and keep on doing it until it's successful. So I really admire the Beijing opera actors a lot who experience tough trainings for a long time before they actually go on performing. And I think the 1 minute on the stage for good performance requires decades of hard training down the stage. So however, the Beijing opera is not as popular as it used to be, which is a pity.
As the quintessence of Chinese culture, it's a pity that it's not spread as expected, for there are lots of factors popular among the public. But it's in this condition that concentrating on learning is important.
According to the stories of the successful people, I found that they are successful because of their perseverance.
Do you remember the news I told you before? It's about an artist of ultra-realistic oil painting called Lang Jun. His works are all about ordinary people or things. What is special is that they are all more detailed and vivid even than photos. He is famous home and abroad. But do you know that he spent 1 or even more years creating one work? It's really amazing.
Such extraordinary work, I can be concluded that the persistence and perseverance are necessities for success.
So in order to make students concentrate to their study, we need to help them realize the importance and significance of study. And besides, although the interest is the best teacher, the characteristics and personality are also very important.
Well, I think all of these are just a small part of education. When I have a child, I would be so afraid because I cannot educate him with so many details here.
When I think about the happiness of staying with a baby, it's a great fortune.
So guys, how about finding your girlfriend at first?
Well, still a bit too early. I'm still a child myself.